Alright guys, what's up here? You're getting a weird angle, but wanted to talk about Rick Rieder's comments today about stock market depth because thought it was pretty interesting stuff. Essentially, he's saying that basically at any price point we're seeing pretty shallow market depth. What does that mean? That means liquidity is running short. That is what that means. Slowly but surely. Of course, you could attribute it to, what his firm BlackRock does and pioneers, which is algorithmic trading. But just kind of want to go over quickly what this kind of shallow depth means for the American economy as a whole, because there's a lot of implications here if we're seeing this kind of situation. To start, it puts everyone at risk, right? Because the market's going to find the lowest price to sell, basically. And if there's no orders placed where people are like actually buying at like the price points that you as an investor are looking for, your asset value is going to go down. That puts retirement funds at risk. That puts 401ks. That puts savings. Everything's at risk. People start to pull their money out because they see, okay, market's looking like shit. There's no buyers. And is there a better place to put my cash in? Plainly, cash is king. Cash is king. It's always been king. And frankly, I think Donald Trump's strategy is working, sadly. Push us into a recession, force the Fed to lower interest rates, and I don't know, profit if he's him, honestly. Obviously there's a lot of talk about privatization, or you might say the opposite, which is acting like privatization isn't the overall privatization of everything, might I say, isn't the overall Republican strategy right now. But that's really what it comes down to. They want to cut Medicaid, they want to cut Medicare. They just passed the budget to get that started. Cut Social Security, all that good stuff. And they want people to and also I'll include from last video Donald Trump's idea to cut taxes for all, or have everyone have zero federal taxes for anybody making under 150K. He wants to push people to take their cash and invest it. And simply put, it's just look at the market, right? There's low depth, there's high risk. That's a big reason why you're seeing all this volatility. It's because any really big order place is gonna swing stock prices up and down, right? So when there's no depth, it's just gonna make it all. It's just everyone's gonna feel it more. The prices are gonna be more sensitive to large orders. These firms are not going to be able to put in those large orders all at once, and it's gonna cause this volatility we're seeing. So not a big fan of this. Purposely crashing the economy to lower interest rates, to stimulate. Honestly, say stimulate spending, but the way I look at it, they're looking to stimulate, not actually stimulate spending, more so they're looking to stimulate like stock market buys, basically. To stimulate, to actually get people to sell their homes, to borrow, to make it easier for the people who feel it now, Make it so, yeah, they want to make it easier for the people trying to sell their homes now to kind of, like, they want to make a bigger liquidity pool, or they want to, no, sorry, they want to, yeah, they do, but essentially lower interest rates, make loans cheaper. You can take out loans to buy property. You can buy property. The bigger entity that you are, and the lower the rate, right? It's more affordable to get those loans, right? So you're coming in, you're buying, you have these cheaper loans. You have people who now are kind of freaked out about the market, who are looking to sell their property or can't afford it, right? So they come in, they sell their home. Big entity comes in with cheap debt, and the more debt they can afford to get at these lower prices, the more they can buy. So they come in, swipe up all these homes. Little guy's fucked, and basically they can just milk rents, do whatever kind of weird economic zone techno-feudal bullshit that all of Silicon Valley is dying to do. And honestly, the little guy gets scammed. They get the rug pulled out from under them eventually. Or well, I guess you're kind of starting to see it now. Yeah, I mean, wait and see. I think the Fed would prefer not to, when inflation's in a weird spot. But like, we're seeing stagflation. It is beginning. Inflation coupled with like a receding economy, and then Donald Trump is gonna push the Fed to lower interest rates, stimulate inflation, I mean, I'm computing right now, and it's just not looking good. It's not looking good. Let's see. I mean, it could be a good time to buy a home if you've been saving up for that. But if you're in a weird place right now, if it's expensive out there, it's gonna get more expensive. And if you got a house and it's too expensive for you already, I can see you selling your home. So thank Donald Trump for that. Thank the Republicans for that. Yeah. I mean, I think we're seeing right now, I kind of want to add one more point before I leave. Right now, there's a plane that got sent to Venezuela that the Trump administration essentially, they told the judge who ordered that plane to be turned around. They told the judge, too bad. They mocked the guy. They mocked the order. They mocked the entire judicial system, right? And the guy has immunity from any kind of prosecution. So yesterday, whenever that Venezuelan flight happened, that was the litmus test. Let's see how the next few weeks go. But that is the first major, I think it's the first major order, the first major judicial order that was ignored. So let's see what the fuck that means for the next few years. If that's just a little thing, that's just a plane. Let's see if the judiciary has, if our judicial system has any kind of bite to it, because right now it doesn't look like it. And frankly, the Republicans are not going to be impeaching this guy, unless I don't even know what would even cause it at this point. If they're gonna ignore orders, you can't arrest the guy. You can't. He's not gonna respect anything, unless you start actually going after like the little guy. So like, for example, prosecuting, like the guy who flew the plane, right? Like that's really, like, or even like kind of the smaller actors who are, who don't have that immunity, right? Like if you start going after those guys, and then also you don't have the pardon system, so that might not even work. But basically, if you go after those guys, well, actually, the parting system in that case wouldn't really matter. That's a whole different video. But long story short, they need to figure out how they're going to rein this guy in, because right now he just caused a recession. He's going to ignore court orders. That is terrible for democracy. You might as well give the goddamn guy a crown, because this is bad. It's a bad situation. Bad for the economy. Bad if you're an investor. And we are starting to see the stock market drain out in terms of liquidity. That is going to cause volatility, prices to go down. If you're a day trader, you might make some good money. If you're smart or lucky. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, feel free to follow me on Blue Sky. Join the Discord. And I'll be getting you more videos, more research as I make it. So, quick video here for 11 minutes, if you want to call that. Did a lot of thinking in real time, but yeah. Peace out, guys. Good luck.